Best of Dana White. Dana White is known as the king of MMA. He is the current president of UFC, a key person behind all MMA events and a mastermind of planning all fights in UFC. Dana has earned immense popularity in the MMA community and business world. He took charge of UFC when it was declining and then turned it into a multi-billion-dollar business. Dana White has a dynamic personality. He is always honest and straightforward in his point of view. When someone bothers him, he's not reluctant to say what is inside his heart and shares his thoughts over the matter. Due to this reason, people love him for his outspoken character, but sometimes his behavior causes controversies. Do you think his thoughts are unorthodox? Well, let's explore his few of the best moments. Stay with us and subscribe to the channel for more entertaining stuff. Let's get straight into it. Dana White was born in Manchester, and most of his life was spent in Nevada. He started boxing at 17 and became an amateur boxing coach, and continued his boxing and managed some big fighters like Tito Ortiz and Chuck Liddell. Dana saw that UFC could not pay for big fights of famous fighters, so he insisted to his friend Lorenzo Fertitta to buy the UFC. Lorenzo, with his brother, bought the UFC and made him president. Dana White took the UFC to the height of a successful company. When Lorenzo bought this company, it was financially strapped, but now it is a multi-billion-dollar MMA organization. Dana White has a dynamic personality. He is always honest and straightforward in his point of view. His thought is unorthodox as he's thinking out of the boundaries. In the pandemic, when he continued to fight events in UFC, that was a genius decision that increased the viewership of UFC events and enhanced the fan base. There are many aspects of Dana White's personality as a president of the company. Colin Cowherd. When UFC started negotiations on a new TV deal, Dana heard a statement from the old Channel Fox host Colin Cowherd after UFC 217. Colin Cowherd was talking about the decline of the UFC. White reacted to the statement of Colin Cowherd that he had no idea what he was talking about. He said, "I saw Cowherd come out and say that I'm burnt out, and I want to be on a sailboat with Fertitta and all this." During a press conference, Dana White yelled at Cowherd and said, "You know nothing about me or this business, so you keep your yap shut." Dana White believed that as UFC was in the final year of a deal with Fox TV, there could be a promotion on the new network. So he said about Cowherd that he was using dirty tactics because of UFC's deal with Fox, and Cowherd started talking about things that he had no idea about. Conor McGregor. McGregor and Dana White had a very close relations throughout the 12 years of McGregor's career. But in 2020, McGregor leaked the private messages which he exchanged with UFC President Dana White. The thing Dana White did not appreciate was that he should not leak this conversation without his permission. In these messages, McGregor was asking for the fight with Sanchez. It was a hot press conference where Dana said, "Listen, I've had people blowing me left and right. I mean, everybody knew, even the ladies. This is some man code stuff. It is just something you don't do." Jacob Stitch Duran. Long ago, when the cut man of UFC Jacob Stitch Duran talked against Reebok sponsorship, he was let go from the company. It was declared that the UFC fighter and the UFC personnel would not wear anything of outside sponsors. This was a significant concern for Duran because the UFC personnel was dependent on outside sponsorship money. He was fired from promotion after one day of his interview. In his interview, Duran said, "That's another thing that pisses me off, that he did not have the guts to call me directly. Dana has changed," said Duran. Now, it's not about the economy. It used to be a fighter-friendly environment. Dana said it was not his responsibility to call him back, and they were never friends. He said, "You realize we have 10 cut men that work here at the UFC? We have 10 cut men. Stitch Duran needs to learn what the meaning of the word friend is. Stitch Duran and I were never friends. We were associates." That was the best of Dana White. Seth Petruzelli. Former backyard brawler Kimbo Slice and Ken Sherlock fought, but Shamrock had to come back due to a cut during pre-fight. At the last minute, Seth Petruzelli, a fighter who usually competes at lightweight, was sent in as a replacement of Sherlock. This fight was controversial due to weight difference and Petruzelli's knockout of Kimbo, though Petruzelli was told to keep the fight standing against Kimbo. In this way, Petruzelli damaged the company, and Dana was not happy about that. When asked about the Elite XC main event of Kimbo Slice vs. Sherlock, Dana White said, "Ken is way past his prime. It gets to the point where it is dangerous for that guy to be still fighting. That being said, he still might beat Kimbo. Steve Masagati. Dana White is full-mouthed and has never been shy while talking about the mistakes of fighters or referees. He has uncensored talk about the issues. The most significant moment of Dana White was to scrutinize the referee, Steve Masagati. Whenever he was involved in a fight, he repeatedly made bad decisions that caused severe injuries to some fighters. In a fight between John Fitch and Josh Berkman locked up a guillotine choke and Fitch was conscious. Masagati did not even move to check the fighter's condition, and Berkman himself let go of the hold and stood up while his opponent was laid unconscious on the canvas. In a press conference, Dana said about the performance of the referee, "Does anyone disagree with me that Masagati is a toolbox?" Mean laterally did nothing. Laterally, when Fitch goes limp, he goes limp. He's out and then he rolls him. He's literally like this, standing up over him before Masagati even gets in the picture. Website hackers. Once hackers attacked the website of UFC, they redirected the official UFC page to one of its own. It was a warning against the UFC support, but Dana White thought this was not a website business but a fight business. He urged the hackers to do it again. "I'm not eBay. My website goes down for 2 days? Okay, our website goes down for 2 days. You're not hurting me by taking my website down." "I've always talked about the internet. It is a place where cowards live," White said. "It is a place where we live a cowardly life. You don't scare me." That was the best media talk of Dana on that Sunday night. Chris Cyborg. Chris Cyborg is a Brazilian mixed martial artist. She had won her fight in UFC 240. After her victory, she accused Dana of bullying her and shattering his brand. She alleged to Dana that he was making statements that she did not want to fight with Amanda Nunes after losing a fight with her. Dana replied furiously. He said, "First of all, I don't have this horrible relationship with Cyborg. Things were said before she came into the UFC, but I think we have covered that, and I have to put that type of behind us. But the stuff that being said now, and I was in the gym yesterday and outside the lines, the story was absolutely ridiculous." However, Cyborg apologized to Dana White for editing the backstage video, but Dana did not put his narrative that he had released her from the contract of UFC. He said that she was free to go to any other promotion site. These were the best moments of Dana White that I've compiled for you. I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, please like and share it with the fans of Dana White. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like this video and don't forget to save us by the bell.